Hello everyone. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday, August 3rd. I hope you have had a good week. You're starting off the week right. I'm glad you're here with me so that we can get everything together and go forward into this coming week, the first week of August. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so you I hope you will be kind and bear with me a little bit. I'm having some technical things happening. My mic died up until about 5 minutes ago, and I have music, but I feel as though it might slow the video down. So if anyone notices anything weird, please leave me a chat because I'll just keep talking. Once I get going, sometimes I don't always pay attention. So yes, I just wanted to welcome you. I hope if you are in the chat, definitely leave me a little hi, a little note. But yes, so this is our time. I'm going to set up my weekly spread in my bullet journal and start to feel a little more centered and organized in this week. This is kind of my nerve center, where all the stuff happens. Although lately, not as you can see, it's a little bit empty. So this is the journal, the what am I saying? This is the weekly spread that I set up last Sunday, and I didn't have a live stream. I bet you if you guys had been watching, it would look a lot nicer. So I just set this up. I think I was on a Greyhound bus when I set this up. So now going into this week, I'll have a better sense of what I want to do, and I'll get this looking a little better for the coming week. But yeah, I just want to let us have a little bit of time to just think about how last week went. I have some journaling prompts for you. If you would like to just write, you can work on the journaling prompts. I'll have those for you in a moment. Or if you just needed, just some company while you do whatever it is that you would normally be doing around this time of day. Maybe you're prepping meals for the coming week. Maybe you're doing laundry. Maybe you're let's see, it's 10 in the morning, my time. Maybe you're getting ready to go to church or something, wherever you go on a Sunday morning or whatever time it is where you are. Anyway, I'm glad you are here, no matter what you're doing. I have some journaling prompts. They're kind of all over the place, as this week has been. And I'm going to go through each one of them and explain why I made the prompt up, and explain, just what's going on, the story behind that, and I will give you time to work on those. Only thing is, I have too many screens going at the same time. Live streaming. Okay, so I got this, and then I have another. I have my prompts here, which I will give you, and then there's going to be another one. I don't know if I can do the timer this week. So normally I would have a little 5-minute timer to give us that, just a countdown as to how much time we have to journal. But I may have to just tell you how much time we have this week. So again, please just bear with me. I'm struggling. This week. I'm in my mom's apartment right now. This is a very kind of makeshift studio that I have set up for myself. And the air conditioning just came on, and I will not turn that air conditioning off. I'll be damned. I will die. So we will just have to, hopefully, it will be okay. Hopefully, it's not too noisy. But let me go ahead and get our journaling prompt set up. Oh gosh, no, Alicia, no. All right, she's gonna get her She's gonna get her little self together. Okay. There we go. Yes, technology. All right. So, well, first, what I wanted to do. Okay, now that I see, yes, hello everyone that is joining me. All right, happy Sunday to you all. You are just in time. I am just setting up everything, and getting my journaling prompts here on the screen. So look at me on my presentation. I did this in Canva. So first, what I want you to do, these are not the prompts, but I would would love it if you would just hop in the chat and let me know how your week went. So this is something I like to know every week, just getting a pulse of where everyone is and how we can hopefully, if you're on the lower end of the roller coaster, how we can get ourselves back up the hill for the coming week. So we need to do kind of a pulse check there. Next, tell me. So these are just things to put in the chat. These are not journaling prompts. Your next one. What is one win you had last week? So don't try to get too deep. We're not. I don't know. They always say curing cancer. We're not. We're not creating some sort of new fabulous app that runs our whole lives. What did you do this past week that was something that you're really proud of that you would like to share? I would love to hear it, and we can celebrate that together. Next, in the chat, tell me, well, all right, I guess this is kind of the same, but tell me something you're proud of yourself for over the past week as well. So those two questions are kind of the same. Pick the wording that is best for you and go with that. All right, let me see what's going on in the chat. Yes, Deborah! I know, finally a live stream. Dang! So yeah, I had been like every other week for a minute there. So that was not my intention. I just had some travel plans that I kind of looked and I was like, oh, it's Sunday. I'm going to be on a bus or I'm going to be moving or whatever. So I wasn't able to do a live stream, of course. So I'm glad to be back though. And hopefully I will not have any more interruptions for the rest of the year. So I have most of my travel plans. Well, I have my travel plans through early fall mapped out. So I can see that there aren't any Sundays that are that where things would interfere with me doing a live stream, which makes me happy. So yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm happy to see the faces returning and having everyone come back. And I hope to see new people as well. So this is good. All right. So yes, those are the emojis I would like you to leave in the chat. If you feel so inclined, just let me know how you're doing. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take this off, and our actual journaling prompts that I would like you to leave me a message, or not, I don't know what's saying anymore. Okay, bye. Our actual journaling prompts that you can write down in your journal, you don't have to share with anyone, is now these prompts are just kind of reflections of things that have happened to me over the past week, and I wanted to see how you felt about these things. So the first one is, if I had $10 million or whatever the equivalent currency is in whatever country you're watching this from, what would I change first? Would I change my home? Would I change my work? Would I change my relationships? I think probably most people would change their work, and I do not blame them. So yes, tell me what you, or I can say tell me, put in your journal what you would change first. This is a reflection exercise for you. And yeah, just think about how you might change things and what you can change right now. Probably not having $10 million or the equivalent in your bank account. What can you change right now? Number two, and the reason I thought of that question is just because, yeah, I had been thinking about that. Like, what would I do? Would I be in this place in my life right now if suddenly I bought a lottery ticket, which I never do, and actually won the lottery? Like, what would happen? Who would I tell? Like, would I tell people about the money? And how would I set things up? Would I still work? And if I did, what would I do? Things like that. Where would I live? who would I, yeah, who would I still interact with, I guess, in my life? You don't know. So that's, I think I had a dream actually, about just winning, not winning the lottery, but actually going to buy the ticket and being so hopeful. You have the ticket in your hand, and then, you're just waiting for those numbers to come out and see what it's going to be. That is what inspired that prompt. Number two, if I could devote 3 months entirely to myself, maybe I go off to a cabin in the woods and just sit by myself and be just in my own thoughts. Ugh, what, what would I do? What would I do? And which habits would I want to build during that time? And what would I want to feel at the end of that season, that 3 months? So yes, that was definitely a thought for me at this, just thinking about that this week, because I am already kind of transient. I'm house sitting. Soon I will be house sitting by myself. And I was like, what if I just went into monk mode? Like I could just, I don't know, I could lose like 15 pounds. I just work out all the time. And I would read. I wouldn't even have television. I would just read. I probably would. Well, I'd have internet, but I wouldn't have an actual television. And I would just read all the time. I would study my Spanish. I'd become like super fluent in Spanish. Like, wow, all these things, all these perfect things. What would I do during those 3 months by myself? So, I'm curious. What do you think you would do during that time if you had that time to yourself? Um, yes, I think maybe we can't all create 3 months by ourselves, but we can think about what we would do in the time that we do have by ourselves. So, third prompt is one thing I've outgrown, and a possible replacement for that is. So I was thinking about certain relationships that I have in my life, maybe like business relationships. Um, that I've had for a very long time. And sometimes things just get really comfortable, and you just want to see how it goes. I'm sure all of us have experienced this in a romantic sense, where it's just like, yeah, things are good. Like, I don't really have any major complaints, but at the same time, you're not growing. It's just kind of stagnant. And so it starts to become time about I can't talk. It starts to become time to think about how you might move on, how you might replace that part of your life. So yes, one thing you've outgrown and a possible replacement. And what are you afraid you'll lose if you quit? And what would you gain if you quit? And I say quit, just ended whatever relationship or thing that it is. Maybe it's a car you need to sell because it is not working the way that it should. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it is going back to television, maybe it is a television show that you watch that is no longer any good, and you're just wasting your time watching it, and you could be doing something else. I don't know. Think about it. Okay. Yes. All right. I'm looking in the chat. Yay! I'm so happy to see all of you guys. It just, even though it's only been, I guess what, yeah, I wasn't here last Sunday. It feels like it's been a month. So I'm like, oh, hi guys. Yes. All right. So we got Deborah. We got Budget Mama. Good morning. Yes, it is so good to see you. All right. We also have Miss Life with Tanisha RN. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Yes, so she is cooking breakfast. Probably delicious. Okay, so I am so happy that you all are here. I am going to give us this time now to. Can I put a timer on this screen as well? How many screens can I have? I don't know. Okay, wait. Ah. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Yes, the suspense. I know it's killing you guys. I know it's killing me. It really is. All right. So wait. Screen share. I have to walk myself through it mentally right now. What? I see why. I see why. Internet play with me. There we go. It's a miracle. Okay, wait. And then we go like that because we really just too many screens. Okay. All right. Well, I set the time. Just know that the timer is starting right now. It is 18 minutes after the hour, and I'm just gonna be with a confused look on my face. Ah, look at that! I got it. All right. So, journaling prompts, timer, Brady Bunch. Hi. Okay. That was our journaling time. Yes. All right. I'm just going to give us a little time to have a breather, get up and get a snack. Get up. Actually, well, no, I won't get up to get my coffee, but that will be waiting for me in the coffee maker when I'm ready. But yes, I hope this was a good 5 minutes for you just to get maybe a little bit more clarity. We're probably not through all of these journaling prompts yet if you're working on those, and that is perfectly okay. Um, and I always say if there is a limited time during a journaling session to work on a prompt, you can always come back. That your journal will be there waiting for you. But I did want to give some shout outs to some of the people I see that just joined. I'm so happy. All right, I was trying to type shout outs and I said no, that's not good. All right. So we have Stephanie Scribe. Hello, madam. It's good to see you this week. I hope you had a good week. I hope you're having getting ready for a fabulous new week, first week of August. It's like it's blowing my mind already that we're in August, but we're gonna get through this. This month is for me. It is kind of it's just the month leading up to my birthday, so I get hyped. I'm like, it's just one more step toward my birthday. Although I'm not really, I don't know how to feel about that. Anyway, rambling. Stephanie, hi. Okay, so Nestor, buenos días. Me da gusto que estés aquí. Otra vez, sí, espero que tengas una semana bonita y espero que la semana pasada fue bonita también. Gracias por estar aquí. Ah, sí, sí, mi español. Ya. Y Néstor también, ¿me puedes decir si no quieres que yo hable contigo en español? ¿Está bien? No hay presión. Pero, hola. Okay. I'm so silly. I'm sorry. But hi to you and to all of you. I see Miss Prophet Mother. She's here. Hello. I'm so glad you could pop in. It is always good to see your face. I appreciate you. And then, all right. I'm silly. Okay, so we have Miss Deborah with a question here. Okay, question intentions of the week. Sometimes I write them in advance. I will not lie. Today, no, that's why I'm kind of struggling. Um, but usually I just think of them on the spot, just thinking about how, excuse me, now I have the technology and now my throat doesn't want to be my friend either. Um, but yeah, usually I just think of how I want the coming week to look, and I just think like, okay, I intend. So this week is going to be probably. See, I still don't have it 100%, but this week will be more about um, staying true to my goals, but also being okay with pivoting on certain things. That makes sense. I'll get back to you on that. All right. I'm going to give you guys another 5 minutes to journal, and you can get yourselves worked out mentally, hopefully a little bit. All right. So I'm going to set our timer. Do you know how happy I am that timer's there now? I'm so happy. Okay, my friends, I hope you can hear me. We have about 35 seconds left. Yay. And if you're just joining us, feel free to say hello in the chat. All right. Okay, very good. I'm so glad we got through that second 5 minutes of journaling or whatever you're doing time. I hope that was helpful for you. If anyone feels so inclined, feel free to uh, share maybe what you have been journaling on. No pressure though. Obviously, journaling is a very private thing, but if you have any insights you'd like to share, we would love to hear them. I have my Oh wait, before I do that, I want to say hi to people in the chat. Listeners! All right. Hello. Wait, I gotta. Yes, I'm sorry if I just called out your whole first to last name. I was just so hyped to see you, but yes, I have. Yes, an old high school friend, and I say old because that's how I feel when I think of high school. But yes, it is very lovely to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, it is so beautiful to have all of you here today, and I give you a hug, Liz. Yay, hi, hello. And yeah, let me know in the chat like how. Actually, let me turn some things off before I talk about chatting. Okay. Yes, let me know how this journaling session is going for you so far. Let me know in the chat if you would like to leave me an emoji and let me know what you're feeling in this moment, or if you want to still think about the last week, if it was just terrible or you need to get it all out, we're here for you. Yes, okay. Focus. All right. So, and we were just discussing my intention of the week. If I can actually line it up with the camera. There we go. Yay. Intention of the week. was is I intend. Dang it! Hold it. Okay, I intend to take a long look at parts of my life that no longer serve me, and find ways to thank them and let them go. I intend to go forward. I have the word forward underlined because that is my word of the year. And hold on to what brings me, I had to put the results I'm looking for. So, yeah, I have, and that, when I say let go of, that could be people, that could be maybe subscriptions that I have that I've been paying for that aren't, I don't use anymore. That could be belongings. I'm actually going to go through some of my things. So behind this thing are a bunch of cardboard boxes. I'm going to go through those and see what I need to donate or trash or whatever. So yes, that is the theme of the week. So yeah, that's to answer your question a couple minutes ago, Deborah. That's usually how I kind of go about it. I just think about, okay, what am I doing this week, and how can I maybe express that a little more poetically or vaguely sometimes. Yes. All right. So I'm going to continue here, and I'm working on my right now. I'm working on my habit tracker in my journal. I don't know if you can see that. So there are things that I have not put an X next to for weeks, and so maybe I need to let those go. Last week, I tried something new. All right, I was trying something new with like having different Spanish words here so that I would study them like words of the week, and that I would study. And the theory was that I would just make sentences out of each one every day. That's not working. So I don't know what I'm going to do. This past week was not, it was a little unproductive. It was more restful. Let's just say that. There was a lot of moving around to different places, and I didn't get a lot done. I'll be honest. This square, I didn't know what to do. I just left it blank. And then I didn't put a quote of the week. So this week I will have a quote of the week as well. Get it together. All right. So I'm going to give you all 5 more minutes. I don't know why I have the giggles today. I'm just like, so much stuff has gone kind of not as planned this morning. And I'm at this point, I'm just like, fuck it. Fuck it. So that's why. All right. 5 more minutes. Commence. Hmm. We have 10 seconds. Yes. That alarm always startles me, even though it's like I look at it, I see it right there. Um, I hope that was excellent for you. I hope that gave you a little bit of time to start to wrap up some of the prompts here. Yeah, a lot going on here as far as, what thinking about what you would do if you had 3 months all to yourself. You didn't have to talk to anybody. You didn't have to wear fancy clothes. You didn't have to go to work. Maybe you just, I don't know, either you work from home or you just saved up enough money to live off of for 3 months. Who knows? What would you do? What would be maybe some areas of focus for you? I think that is very interesting to think about. Also, yes, so I think the theme for the week for me is the last question of what have I outgrown and what am I afraid to let go of, and thinking about how I can either put something in its place or just do without it. So yes, that is my attention of the week, and yeah, it's something that I will be thinking about in the coming weeks. Because yeah, you know how you just hold on to things because they're just like, you think you need them, or you think they're maybe something that's comforting for you, or you are holding on to them. I know I'm being very vague right now. You are holding on to them because they serve another purpose than what you had intended, and you need it for that, and the original purpose is not being served. So yes, thinking about that, leave me a comment in the chat if any of this resonated with you. I'm just, again, I'm just gonna keep saying this until my face falls off. I'm so happy you all are here, and that we are giving ourselves this time on a Sunday to start to think about, yeah, just be in our own heads for a minute. That is the power of journaling, is that you are in there and that you are writing down and that you are starting to process and organize and feel a little bit, hopefully, more calm at the end. So already I still feel like upset with technology a little bit, but at the same time, I feel better that I've started to plan my week. So that's good. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, Liz. So I'm reading Liz's comment here. I'm going to put that right here on the screen. Um, all the stuff that we buy on impulse, you know. Uh, I'm really bad about going to like Dollar Tree and getting all the like little office supply. I'm like a paper nerd, so yeah, all the office supplies and all the little pens and all the little markers, and then not using them at all. They have a display of calendars right now that's very attractive to me, because school's starting, so everyone needs a calendar, and I know they're not going to be there in December when I'll actually need a calendar, and I'm like, what do I do? So actually, yes, I feel you on that. Yeah, just having things that are, yeah, they're just kind of floating around and they're just there. We don't want that in life. We want, the word people always throw around is intentional, right? Like, yes, we want to be intentional with our time and our space. Sometimes I just hear myself talking. I'm just like, no. So, our quote of the week is, wait, can you read it? Okay. So, our quote of the week is, all great changes are preceded by chaos, which, yeah, that's a word that pops up for me a lot. I'm sure you can imagine. So, yes, I think that is, but it can be a sign of change. It can be a sign that, uh, I don't think that sometimes it takes something dramatic for things to be different in your life. If things are just comfortable, then you're probably not going to be as inspired to to want to do something about it. So there's that. Yeah, I think that is something to think about. It doesn't quite relate to the intention of the week, but that's okay. It's a secondary thing that we can think about as well. What is something that is happening that is maybe, I don't know, that you are feeling is kind of like a blender or a tornado right now? Maybe it's your mind. Maybe it is something happening at work. Um, or maybe it's something that's happening in your family life, your relationships that is starting to just, and you need to change it. Mm, okay. I'm gonna give us yeah, give us another 5 minutes. What am I saying? All right. So I'm gonna give us another 5 minutes, and I'm going to finish my weekly spread. I'm making progress here. Um, right now, I am just making the days of the week, and then I will fill in. What am I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna fill in each day and put in the thing. You'll see. All right. 5 minutes. Dang, that time went fast. What happened? No. Okay, so that was another 5 minutes down. We did it. Um, I went ahead. I'm going to turn this off for a second, and I want to just always throw this journaling prompts in the mix because it's one of my favorites, one of my default questions that I like to ask myself, and the answer changes all the time. But it is getting clearer, though I will say. But yes, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want to eat for dinner? What do you want to eat for breakfast? Can we go to Can we go to? Wait, who was it that said that? Yes, life with Tanisha. Can we go to her house for breakfast? She's making breakfast. Um, what do you? Where do you want? You can change it to where. Where do you want to travel next year? What do you want life to look like this time next year? So, what do you want? What do you want? That is my one of my default journaling questions that I always like to throw at you whenever I have the opportunity. And I'm going to actually, do we have time? Can we? Should we? I'm going to do another 5 minutes. No, maybe not five. We'll do three. How about 3 minutes? 3 more minutes of journaling or whatever the heck you're doing. All right. Wait, no. Okay. So, in these last 3 minutes, I would like for you to think about. I don't know if you also do intentions of the week, but I would also like you to just think about how you would like this week to be. How would you like to feel at the end of the week? What is one thing that you would most definitely like to do by the end of this week? Yes! Tanisha's coming through. She's gonna make just like yeah. Ooh, wait. Okay, she's got toast. She's got pan sausage. She's got cheese grits. She's got eggs. She's got coffee. Yes. All right, Tanisha. Let's just okay. Okay. That sounds amazing. All right. So yes. What do you want? Do you want to go to Tanisha's house? I do. And I want you to think about it's like my train of thought. As soon as someone talks about food, it's over. So yes, what do you want for this week? What do you want this week to look like? What is something that is deep inside your little heart that you've been thinking about that you would like to make a step forward toward this week? I'll just keep going like that with my hand. Okay, bye. All right. Yes. You guys are doing so well. I just want to say, I hope this journaling time is beneficial for you. Dang, 3 minutes is shorter than 5 minutes. Did you know that? Okay, so I hope. Yeah, I wanted to put this disclaimer. Sometimes I know when I'm looking at my Google Calendar, I'm like, what do I have? So I wanted to just let you guys know, especially if you're just joining me or if this is your first time here. If you ever just see me looking at the screen, that's what I'm doing. I'm not trying to like look into your soul, I promise. So I hope this was good. I feel good. I was working on some different, just filling in my to-dos for the week. For some reason, I always think that if I create schedules for everything, that everything will be accomplished in that order and everything will be beautiful and perfect. So I keep trying. So I have some different things that I want to create schedules for, like my homework for the TEFL course that I just started 2 weeks ago. That is a lot more academic than I thought it was going to be. And then also for my videos, and I got to look some tax forms. I got to do my newsletter schedule as well. By the way, if you subscribe to my newsletter, I have a free 30-minute journaling session. It's going to be here on YouTube as well. I just rocked. And you are welcome to join me, but you have to subscribe to the newsletter, and then I will send you the link there. And the address is, I have it memorized, and I'm so proud of my little self. So it is aliciaLodge.podia.com. Yeah, it's just a little like random. I have journaling prompts, and you get more information about different events and things that I'm doing, and just random thoughts from here. So all right, anyway, so yeah, that is one thing I need to kind of figure out a little bit and just plan a little bit better. And also I was working on these two boxes here, which are the coming 2 weeks. I likes to know what's coming, so I like to put just not everything, but just kind of major events or things that I need to plan around in these two spots here. So that is my weekly spread, which is about, I'll say 99% done. I'm going to go and put in different appointments here on this side. And that will be it. And I can't believe, here, since it's Sunday, I have studied hair. First it was just hair study, and then I realized that sounded like I was some kind of scientific experiment. So I put hair and study. So immediately after this, I'm going to start doing my hair, and that can be a day-long process. I'll just say that. No. Okay. Tanisha, good question. All right. The link for any journaling sessions, by the way, the journaling sessions are every other week. So there will not be one this week, but there will be one August 13th. I've been doing them on Wednesdays, but I would love some more input as to what days people would like, or what times are better. But usually I have them on Wednesdays in the mid-morning, afternoon. Last time I did it at noon. So yes, I will send you a link 2 hours prior to that. It will be a private YouTube link, and then 2 weeks after, 2 weeks after the session, then it will be posted to YouTube, and then everyone can see it. But you get to be there live because you subscribed. You got me? Okay. So, but yes, I hope you do join. I hope that I see you there. That would be wonderful. We'll journal together. You'll have more prompts, and it's quieter. I don't know if I talk nearly as much, and you will we'll have a chance to kind of say hello together and think about a specific theme of the journaling session. So I hope to see you for that. So that'll be coming up. And yeah, I definitely want to continue doing them every other week. They may not always be on the same day. So I have that to think about. That's it, really, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm already. Wait. Okay. So yes, definitely be on the lookout for that, Miss Tanisha. Thank you for signing up, and yes, you will definitely receive that link. I send it 2 hours prior to whenever the session is scheduled. So, yes, yes. Okay. And then I have a lovely shout out from Ellie Casas Turtle. I love animal shout outs, so I'm not even mad. All right. Sharon Turtle says hello. And I want to hug you both, actually. I think that would be a fun animal to take care of, is to just have a pet turtle. I always watch these things on Instagram. What is his name? I don't know, but there's a little tortoise on Instagram, and they like feed him little leaves and stuff and put little costumes on him, and he's adorable. So thank you for passing along the hello from your turtle. I appreciate you, Ellen. All right, y'all. On that note, that's the best note I can leave this on. I just wish you all a wonderful week, and we are still in summertime. I hope you are enjoying your summer, maybe stepping foot outside sometime and enjoying the fresh air. And I hope that this is a good, productive week for you. And I hope it's a good August and a good summer and a good rest of the year. Okay. Love you guys. I'm going to go. Thank you. Actually, wait. Before I go, I got to do the upside down wave. All right. Upside down. Thank you so much. Bye, y'all. Okay. Oh.